Hello, good people, wherever you are. I hope you're having a wonderful day. The first thing I'm going to show you how to use is this awesome degreaser. The main word, degreaser. I'm showing you that because as a teacher, I have some folders right here with a bunch of my students' names on there. I don't want to spend no money again buying folders over and over. So a couple days ago, I discovered how to take the names off with relative ease. That's what I'm going to show you now. Now, you know, as usual, we mostly look on the internet to say, how can I take off the names? You know, it's going to tell you about some alcohol, the hydrogen peroxide, etc. I tried the alcohol. It didn't work. It worked, but I had to put a lot of elbow grease in it. And you don't want to have to spend a lot of elbow grease if you have over 100 students removing all of them off the folders with a lot of effort. So I'm going to show you now how to use this degreaser to take off the names. So before I have my degreaser, along with the degreaser, you're going to need a little bowl or a container to hold your grease in. Let me take off my little cap for my degreaser. And then I'm going to pour it in there. I'm going to pour some of my degrease in here. I'm going to pour enough degrease in here so I can at least put like 3 folders in there. There's my degreaser for 3 folders. And I forgot to tell you, you probably can buy the degreaser from any hardware store. In my case, I bought mine from the #1 hardware store in America, Home Depot. I know Lowe's comes next, but I think Home Depot was the first. So what I'm going to do now, like I said, I got to protect my student name. I don't want you to see his name. So I'm just going to lay it down face down. 1 folder. But I said I usually use 3. But for the demonstration, I just need 1 folder. Now, when I put the folder in there, I may let it sit. Usually I let it sit overnight because I'm not in no hurry. But typically, when I did it the first time, we may just have it in there for 5 minutes. So I'm going to give it 5 minutes of runtime. I'll be back and we'll see if I can take his name off easily. See, look at this, good people. You see the name, let it sit, and the name is basically gone. Now, it's not going to be perfect. I don't need it to be perfect. You see the word algebra too. Basically gone. It don't have to be perfect. Let me go inside to here. Let me flip this side over. Let me flip this side over. And you see this? I'm erasing the word participation. Now you know, since I'm holding the camera, I really can't do as much as I want. But you see, I'm down here to participation again. But this down here is a little bit more stubborn, but it's coming off. But the main thing I care about is getting up. Now see, remember, I only let it sit about 2 minutes. See, like I said, I usually let it sit overnight, but for this video, that was only 2 minutes. But you saw so far what it did to this first side right here. This is the main side right here. The name part is gone. The stat, the subject, I just let it soak for that. But I'm saying, but you got the idea. If you want to get names off your folder, text off your folder, buy that awesome degreaser and let it sit there overnight. You wake up the next morning, definitely the next morning, it'll be nearly gone. Not 100%, but good enough where you and I don't have to keep spending my money. And while it'll set all night, I'm going to put this folder, another folder in here. Because I did this one already at first, but I had some old material because before I used the awesome, I discovered the degreaser, I was just using shampoo cleaner. You know how you just have something sitting around forever in your house? I had the shampoo cleaner that's sitting up there for nearly decades. It only had a quarter amount in there, so it wasn't that full. It's just like a quarter of material left. I used it and it came off. I went to Home Depot, talked to them, and they recommended me I get the degreaser. And the degreaser did a good job. It's cleaning this off right now. And this even haven't been here long. So, for you teachers out there, or even business professionals, if you got folders, you're getting rid of an employee, you voting on the folders.
Bad good people now.
You don't want to buy no new folders.
I let my
and he got the plastic folders.
Plastic folders
use
sit
the greaser.
overnight.
Let it sit there overnight. And let the greaser do its job.
The only thing I hear is a minor little blemish right here, but that's no big deal.
There's one side. I hope you enjoyed the video.
There's the
I hope
other.
this gives you ideas of how to save your
perfect.
money.
Over
next
85% efficiency.
Family,
That's the yellow.
I'll be
Let's
with
look at the green. Here's the green. You saw it had that sign G Money on there. Now it's nearly flawless. Well, it's still got a little something here, but it's hard to detect it. That's one side. Here's the other side. So we see, good people, the best thing for you to get is that awesome. So if you can get that awesome degreaser, and if you got these plastic folders, the Office degreaser will do everything it can to get that permanent Sharpie marker off. And you know how difficult it is to remove permanent Sharpie. It's nearly bonded material. But if it's a plastic folder, now I have some paper folders in my classroom. I have to throw those away because I can't put the paper folder in that solution. Maybe I could and let it dry out, but it's not worth it. So thank you for stopping by. I'll see y'all on the next episode. Remember, awesome degreaser to remove those irritating stains.